Jamie Lee Curtis is the daughter of legendary actors Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis. She made her film debut and rose to prominence with her role in John Carpenter's Halloween. A critical and commercial success, the film established her as a scream queen and led to starring roles in other horror films like The Fog, Prom Night, and Terror Train. Her work spans many genres outside of horror, including comedies like A Fish Called Wanda and Freaky Friday, but it was her attention-grabbing performance in Trading Places that showcased a different side of her acting range. In one very memorable scene, she takes off her dress and appears topless, displaying a stunning figure that left audiences in awe. This scene definitely earned her a reputation as a sex symbol, but she has since admitted that she is embarrassed by the scene and would never do it again. Nevertheless, this bold and surprising moment in the film will always be remembered as a defining moment in her career. Heather Graham rose to fame in the 1980s and 1990s with her roles in License to Drive, Drugstore Cowboy, 6 Degrees of Separation, and Swingers. She also has gone on to appear in popular films like Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and the Hangover movies. But she made a striking impression in the 1997 film Boogie Nights, playing the vibrant and spunky roller girl. Her turn as the carefree porn starlet in this gritty tale earned her accolades from critics and audiences alike. Her natural beauty and effervescence played well in the film, as she exuded an undeniable energy and charisma in just about every scene she appeared in. She has said that the script was so good that she was okay when it came to her full frontal scene, although she was very nervous about it. Despite the controversial subject matter of the film, Graham brought an honesty and authenticity to her performance that was more than just a token nude scene. Nicole Kidman is best known for her work across various film and television genres over the last 40 years. She has consistently ranked among the world's highest paid actresses, and it all began with racy roles in Dead Calm and Days of Thunder, where she first bared it all. But the statuesque actress delivered a truly fearless performance in the 1999 film Eyes Wide Shut, with her then-husband, Tom Cruise. Directed by the master of cinematic psyche, Stanley Kubrick, the film explores the dark underbelly of desire and obsession. Her raw and unflinching portrayal of Alice Hartford included several unforgettable scenes, including one where she confronts her husband wearing nothing but her underwear, and another where she engages in a dreamy and physical scene. Kidman also showed her willingness to expose herself in other ways, most notably in a scene where she is sitting on the toilet using the bathroom, a bold move that further cemented her status as a fearless Hollywood legend. Bo Derek made her film debut in the 1977 movie Orca, and throughout the 1980s and 1990s, she starred in a series of films, many of which capitalized on her physical beauty, such as Tarzan the Ape Man. Her film career was marked by her sultry and captivating presence on screen. Her good looks and stunning physique made her an instant sensation and propelled her to the forefront of Hollywood's leading ladies. But it was the romantic comedy movie Tin, starring Dudley Moore as a middle-aged man who finds Derek's character to be the ideal woman. She said, "It wasn't that big of a problem for me because I never took it seriously. It was always just a job." She's only in the movie for about 10 minutes, but her brief appearance included scenes that made her an instant sex symbol. The sultry performance made a lasting impact on cinematic history and has come to define Bo Derek's career. Phoebe Cates started out as a teen model, where she appeared on the cover of 17 magazine 4 times. She is best known primarily for her roles in the 1980s films Gremlins and Drop Dead Fred. But the cultural impact of the 1982 film Fast Times at Ridgemont High is unmistakable. It is widely regarded as a defining high school movie, and if there's one particular scene that has remained etched in audiences' minds, it is one that features Cates gracefully diving into a pool and discarding her red bikini top before seducing her friend's older brother, Brad. It has been described as the most memorable bikini drop in cinema history. She said the scene in the pool was funny, which made the whole thing pretty easy to do. It also helps that Phoebe Cates knew she looked good and wasn't afraid to flaunt it. Penelope Cruz made a bold decision by moving to Hollywood. She felt fully in control of her career, which lent itself perfectly to the role of a control freak and successful chef in the movie Woman on Top. She went on to star in All the Pretty Horses and Blow opposite Johnny Depp, but in 1997 she gave a captivating performance in the Spanish film Open Your Eyes. In it, she portrayed a love interest of a wealthy and confident man who is trapped in a dream world, exploring the limits of the human spirit. She was unafraid to bare herself both physically and emotionally in the film, and Tom Cruise liked the movie so much he bought the rights to it after seeing it. Her willingness to be vulnerable and daring made her a perfect choice to star in the remake, which starred, of course, Tom Cruise too, and was called Vanilla Sky. Margot Robbie began her career playing the character of Donna Friedman in the long-running Australian soap opera Neighbours. After moving to America, she set off to pursue Hollywood opportunities, quickly landing the role of Laura Cameron on the short-lived ABC series Pan Am. She achieved wider recognition with starring roles in The Legend of Tarzan and Suicide Squad. But in 2013, she co-starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in Martin Scorsese's Oscar-nominated film The Wolf of Wall Street. She played the role of Naomi, who was Jordan Belfort's wife. She boldly tackled some of the film's most challenging and daring scenes, including the famous stockings and heels scene, which required her to be both vulnerable and confident. To get through the scenes, she admitted it took a few shots of tequila before filming, but it worked, and her performance in the movie was just one of many that had everyone talking. We all recognize Elizabeth Shue as the girl next door, who played in all of the 1980s movies we love so much. She made her feature film debut in 1984, when she co-starred in The Karate Kid as Allie Mills, a high school cheerleader and love interest. After that, she starred in Adventures in Babysitting, Cocktail, Back to the Future Part 2, Back to the Future Part 3, and Soap Dish, just to name a few. But in 1995, she had a surprising role in the critically acclaimed film Leaving Las Vegas, where she played a prostitute who falls in love with a self-destructive alcoholic, played by Nicolas Cage. The dramatic role required the wholesome actress to do something she had never done before, bear it all. The movie was dark and devastating, but she played it perfectly, and it earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and maybe even consider supporting the channel over on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching this playlist, and then visit the channel to search the Recollection Road Library. As always, thank you so much for watching.